With the SAG-AFTRA strike over and the WGA strike over, it seems like it's time to kind of catch up on what's going on and what we can expect in the next year or two from Star Trek. And so here, we're going to lay the foundation for future episodes and catch up with what we can expect out of Trek in 2024 and possibly 2025, and if we're lucky, 2026. And I'm going to start with Section 31. Yeah, Section 31 was supposed to be this new television series, which has become a made for TV movie. We do not expect it in theaters, but coming straight to Paramount Plus for us. If you're not familiar with the concept, it's pretty simple. Empress Georgia was sent through time and possibly dimensions by the Guardian to save her life. And so we expect that she will be at some point working at Section 31 somewhere throughout time, possibly in the Star Trek universe we are aware of, possibly in the Mirror universe. And what we don't know is exactly what the show will be about, the premise itself. One idea is that Georgia will be in charge of putting together her own team to run ops, maybe wet work, who knows, it's Giorgio. However, she has improved a bit, so probably nothing too dastardly. Now, with this premise comes the idea that possibly we could see Soji again. We are talking about someone who is able to travel through time thanks to the Guardian. Well, at least that's the thought. So if she's able to do that, maybe she's able to pull characters out of time that we would otherwise not see much of. And since Soji was a favorite in the Picard universe, it would be a fun idea that we might be able to see her again. But whether or not we do see her, probably be a while before we see Section 31. We do have news as to when the filming will begin, and that'll be in January of next year. However, that doesn't necessarily mean we could get the movie next year. Fingers crossed, it's quite a possibility that we could get a Thanksgiving or Christmas release, and wouldn't that be a fun way to spend the holidays? But nothing is in stone, so right now we know filming is taking place, the writing is finished, production continues, and we will eventually get Emperor Giorgio on Section 31 doing something. Hopefully not too dastardly. When it comes to Lower Decks, however, it definitely will be a while before we get that. They're just now laying down voice tracks, which means production is in production, but we're nowhere near the end. And one of our actors is pulling double duty as they are also writing for Starfleet Academy, the new series we expect to be headed by Mary Weissman, and has given one of our Lower Decks actors a chance to show their writing chops. Yeah, Tawny Newsome is putting pen to paper or putting finger to keyboard, who knows, and writing for Starfleet Academy, which means she's a busy gal, but could be bringing a new voice to a new show. It'll be really interesting to see what her input brings to the characters being developed for this new series. Again, we don't have a release time, but we do know it's in production. The stories are being written. So it's just great news to know that things are getting worked on. In that spirit, Strange New Worlds Season 3 is also in production. And the filming schedule was accidentally shared, but either way, rather it was accidentally shared or put out there to keep us fans in the know. Shooting will start next month and will go until next summer of June, I believe. So it's really unlikely we'll be getting that series in 2024. So what will we be watching in 2024? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. All these shows we're looking forward to are nowhere near done. Well, one great piece of news most people are aware of is that Prodigy will be coming out with season 2 in 2024 on Netflix. Yeah, after Prodigy was cut by Paramount for no good reason that I know of, it found a new home on Netflix, and season 1 will be available on Christmas Day in the US and I believe in the UK as well. We don't expect to have to wait too long for season 2, and we've got some great info on season 2, including the fact that Robert Picardo will be reprising his role as the EMH for Voyager, though it won't be Voyager, the original, as we all know.
Voyager is a museum.
And so Voyager A is going to be the ship in which our new crew, or not quite cadets anyway, will be learning about Starfleet on. We do expect most of the original cast to return, although we may not see Gwen or the Diviner anytime soon. Catherine Janeway will of course be on board, so do expect to hear Catherine Mulgrew leading this team of, intrepid Starfleet enthusiasts. Also in 2024, we expect to see the final, that fifth season of Discovery finally. They kept saying it was going to be released last year, and then, of course, it never ever was. Just kept getting put off between Prodigy being cut, Section 31 being picked up, Academy kind of up in the air. It was just a big old mess. So, Discovery, despite being finished quite some time ago, has not been aired yet. It's very irritating. However, we do know that it will be coming out very early in 2024. No specific release date has been announced, but we know it's coming. Now, the one thing that has been said about Discovery Season 5 is that it will have a very interesting villainous bad guy for the crew to go up against, or more specifically, two of them, the Bonnie and Clyde of space. At least that's how they're being billed. Yeah, we have Locke and Maul, who are apparently both former couriers turned outlaw. So we may find that Michael and Book have met them before, maybe know them from the trade. And all of this could be one big mess for our crew, for our captain, just for the future of Starfleet. Who knows? And that's just what we know. Generally, when they release stuff like that, it's just the first few episodes of craziness. I mean, remember Picard season 3 and Vadic? Yeah, that was just what we could see on the surface of bad happening. So much story was happening behind the scenes that wasn't revealed until nearly the end. So who knows what all can be coming to us on Discovery for their final season. Before I head off, I'm going to talk a minute about Legacy. If you have not heard of the possible spinoff from Picard season 3, that was going to be Star Trek Legacy. That's the show that could be headed up by Terry Matalas, the ship that would be headed up by our own Jerry Ryan as 7 of 9, Captain 7 of 9 now. We all saw the refit of the Titan becoming the Enterprise G, and whether you like it or not, it's a setup for a great new series that continues in that TNG timeline. And fans are really excited about it coming, this fan as well. Now, one of my missions when I go to GalaxyCon here in the next day is going to be to pass out flyers, get people to become part of Letters for Legacy, and I'll include that link below. If you would like to see Legacy come to fruition, write Paramount, annoy them. It's fun. So, and if you have the spare time, who doesn't want to write a nice lengthy letter to people who control your content? And if you don't feel like writing your own, guess what? We have some form letters that we're very happy to let you use. And that is all I have. This is basically the foundation of what I hope to expand on in future volumes. So I thank you so much for joining me here today. And keep an eye out the next couple of days on this channel for some live streams from GalaxyCon in Columbus. There is going to be a pretty big Star Trek turnout from what I understand. A lot of DS9, a lot of well, not a lot of, but some Picard season 3 that crosses over with 12 Monkeys, if you know what I'm saying. So if you want to have more content about Trek or other fandoms, because let's just face it, these cons that have lots of different fandoms are sometimes the most fun. And I'll be sharing that with you here. So until then, if you'd like more Star Trek or other content, please check out any of my other videos, and I'll see you there.